Hi, I'm Meghan Turk. I actually looked up the definition of curiosity on my way here, and it's a strong desire to know or learn something. And curiosity took me down some interesting roads and interesting paths in my life. But the strongest curiosity that I ever had was to know how to become a doctor, how to be a doctor, and to learn that and to do that. And I remember, going through schooling and everything like that, going through medical school, you graduate, you get your diploma, and they say, you're a doctor, and you feel foolish when you first introduce yourself as Dr. Turk, because you don't feel like a real doctor quite yet. But I remember the first day, where I really learned what it was like to be a doctor. And my curiosity led me to my residency, and it was my first day of my first week, of my first month, of my first year, and it was my first patient. And I remember the ER attending goes to me, he goes, we have an abscess, a young guy with an abscess, a drug user, we need to incise and drain it. You can go do that, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, I can go do that. And so I head in and I introduce myself. I'm Dr. Turk. I still feel a little facetious saying that, but I start off treating my first patient, and it's a young male who is an IV drug abuser, who has all the sequelae of that. The calcium sort of leached out of your bones and out of your teeth. You lose your teeth, prematurely, and all sorts of track marks, needle marks, and everything like that, and all the health effects that go along with that. They were right in front of me, and I learned, very early, you don't always trust everything people tell you. And, I go, so what's going on? Well, I got a spider bite. It's always a spider bite. There's some massive spiders, I guess, in Virginia. But, so he's got this big abscess on his forearm from this spider bite, which I know better. I know it's from IV drug abuse, and I know it's going to be very infected and it's going to be pretty bad. But I'm all ready and prepared to take care of this young gentleman because he deserves it. And I go ahead and I sterile prep and drape everything and get everything ready. And his mother is there with him in the ER. And we're getting ready to go ahead and incise this, and I go ahead and I just make a small incision at the apex of this abscess, just as you're supposed to. And next thing you know, blood shoots up, hits me in the forehead, hits the ceiling, and I immediately grab gauze and I just shove it on his arm, and I hold pressure and I hold compression, and I'm a little shocked, And the nurse that's there assisting me, she looks at me and she goes, "What do we do, doctor?" I go, "Oh wait, that's me." Well, first, wipe this blood off my forehead that's about to go in my eyes. Thank you. Now go get the attending. So the attending comes in and he goes, so what's going on? I go, well, I just made a small incision, about a centimeter, and it's a massive eruption of blood. He's bleeding, and I don't know from where. And I know I didn't go deep enough to hit the radial artery. And he asked me, he goes, how deep did you go? And I go, just a centimeter. And he goes, okay. He goes, all right. And he goes, all right, let's blow up this blood pressure cuff, make a tourniquet, and let's explore. And we take a look, and we can't see deep enough to see where the bleeding's coming from. And he goes, all right, we're going to have to get the surgeon. And I have already heard of the surgeon. His reputation precedes him. Dr. Borrow is the surgeon, and he's 7 feet tall. And they call Dr. Borrow in, and I swear I heard him coming into the ER. Boom, 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 boom. He comes in and he goes, what's going on here? And, we explain everything. And he goes, okay. He goes, we're going to have to go to the OR. And he goes, you're the one who did this. He goes, you're coming with me. And I go, okay. So we go to the OR, and I'm terrified. In the meantime, I do a test to make sure that the collateral circulation is good in the other artery, the ulnar artery. And we go back into surgery. Dr. Borrow, he's like, he goes, I don't know what to do here. He goes, I can't graft this, I can't do this. He goes, and I don't know if there's good collateral circulation. And I go, I do. I did the test just before we came back here. He looks at me, and he paid the biggest compliment I had ever heard him pay anybody ever. He goes, Turk, you're not a complete idiot. And that is the day I learned, because of my curiosity, that this was going to be the rest of my life every day. And every day I go back and I have a new learning experience and a new person to help. And it is the best thing curiosity has ever done for me.